This is Sherry from Energy Work Studios. Hello, how is everybody? I'm jumping in periodically to do live segments now. So I'm just doing them randomly. So I get a little bit more used to people getting used to me coming in and expressing how it is that I work with the emotion code, body code, and how it all works. I work remotely with this, believe it or not, while someone is sleeping or just resting. I know a lot of people now have offices at home. So as long as you're not working and you're in the other room and you take a break, you can do that. But the majority of my clients, they like the idea of being asleep. I also offer two groups weekly. Again, and that's sleeping. That's after midnight that I offer that. And the two groups that I offer during the week, anybody can sign up. It's just trapped emotions on Wednesday that I offer, releasing anything loose that has surfaced that's in your field of energy and it's just floating and it's releasing because it's surfaced and it's ready to be released. Okay, otherwise it won't release. So that's Wednesday's episode. And then Thursdays every week I offer one organ that I work on. So this month's organ is thyroid. And every month it changes. So every 30 days, it's a different organ on Thursdays. Okay, so just so you keep that in mind, it's on my website. You can check that out. Energyworkstudio.com. Schedule is there. Okay, so today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in and I'm trying to keep these very brief. So I'm going to give you a little information about the emotion code, body code that I work with. And there's two certifications for that. There's the emotion code and the body code that Dr. Bradley Nelson put together. It's an amazing tool. I've been an energy practitioner for 25 plus years, and I've used many different modalities, and this by far has really taken me over the top. It's really expanded my consciousness so that I can do a lot more. So definitely have enjoyed this work. So I'm going to be giving you a brief synopsis about the emotion code, body code, how it works and why. A little history of the kinesiology work that we use with this, very brief. And I'm going to also give you a little taste of some testimonials that people have left on my website. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer a body evaluation if anybody wants to step up. I know it's live and it's random, but if there's anybody out there that wants to try this, I'd be happy to do that live for you. Or you can email me, energy4522@gmail.com. All I need is your age and your body weight when you send that to me. And then I can do a body evaluation on you and email that to you. That way you have something tangible that you can look at, you have a transcript. And then you can go from there. If you decide that this resonates with you, wow, I really like this was interesting, email me. We can go from there and we can go over it. All right, so let's begin. So today I brought some notes with me again. I'm going to go over the emotion code with you. So very briefly, Dr. Bradley Nelson, and you can Google this guy. He's amazing. He, after 25 years as a holistic chiropractor and teacher, decided it was time to move along. And that's how he developed the emotion code and wrote a book about it. And then the body code. The body code book is now coming out in February. I can't wait. I've already pre-ordered it. I can't wait for it to come out. But the emotion code is a simple process and it's designed to help alleviate physical discomfort and ease emotional wounds by releasing trapped emotion frequencies from the system. Now, I say that word a lot, so I'll explain to you why in a minute, but everything has an energy and a frequency. So this work is not simply just moving energy around in the body. We are literally extracting it completely from the system. The emotion code, body code is a very powerful tool. Either one of these is a very powerful tool. It releases energy blocks to allow efficient healing in your body, to bring your body back to balance. And that's what it's about, helping your body heal itself. And we were always meant to be able to do that. Help the body heal itself, not doing the work for it. We're helping it. We're giving it an assist because it can. Sometimes it just gets all jammed up and stuck with a lot of low vibration frequencies, lower than our own. Our organs and glands vibrate at their own specific frequency. So if we have a lot in the in the system is going to offset them. So anytime somebody has an experience in life, if it was challenging, if the experience was challenging enough that the feelings didn't have an opportunity to get processed, they can become trapped in the body. Okay, those emotions that we felt, again, there's that word, emotions, and they have a frequency. So the body code, it's trademarked, and it's designed to remove potentially damaging emotional and physical energy frequencies. Okay, it works with circuitry such as chakras, acupuncture meridians, and energy circuits of the organs and glands. So a vast area in the body that we're working with. And the body code goes a whole lot deeper into the system. And that's primarily why I wanted to get certified in it. It's a fantastic tool. But I'm a geek. I like detail. I like to get into what's going on, what's making this happen. So this I think you're going to find interesting. This is very fascinating to me anyway. Allopathic medicine versus energy medicine. What the heck is that? Allopathic medicine is a system in which medical doctors and other healthcare professionals like nurses, pharmacists, therapists, things like that, treat symptoms and diseases using drugs, radiation, or surgeries, not a cure. Okay, so energy medicine. This is a system in which a practitioner goes to the root issue that's going on in a person's system, and it identifies and corrects imbalances in the body by going to the root cause of the emotional or physical issue in people and in animals. And I do work on animals. And you know what? So many animals now you see becoming rescued. You see it across the globe now. Many people are rescuing animals and taking them in and helping them. I've worked on so many. It's awesome. It's great, great, great. And I haven't put a lot of them up on my website on the testimonials page, but I will. I just have been really busy. But I'm going to give you a little insight. I just worked on someone, and it's up on the website. I just worked on someone's little dog. And periodically I will peruse through, believe it or not, Facebook, because I do live segments like this on Facebook. And this little dog, I could feel him reaching out to me. I could see the little face. And the woman said in a post, my dog doesn't feel well. His hind legs, for some reason, are not working. He can't even get up. I don't know what's going on with him. We're going to bring him to an acupuncturist. So he was just laying around. So I got out of the page, and I was doing a couple of other things, and I did something else and got back in, and there he was again. So I'm like, you know what, that's a sign. So I asked permission if I could work on him, and she gave me permission, the owner. So I worked on him for over an hour, and he had many layers. He had 8 layers of organs that were off balance and some trapped emotions. So I worked on him, balanced it, sent her the transcript, and she said to me, like within an hour or two, I can't believe this. Oh no, it wasn't an hour or two. She posted something that he was feeling a little bit better, but the next morning she posted pictures and she said, I can't believe this. He's up and walking. And she put a little video. It was cool. So she said, I can't tell you how grateful I am that you did that, because I didn't know what was going on with him. But he had a whole lot going on. But it offset his organs and glands, so they couldn't work appropriately. And that's what happens. We have so much junk in the trunk, the frequencies offset the organs and glands. Okay, so I do work on animals. That's why I dropped that little story in there for you. So now, believe it or not, everything has is energy and has a vibration to it. So in other words, the speed or the rate something vibrates at is referred to as its frequency. And the only difference between one object and another is the rate of its vibration. Okay, so you have a better understanding of that. So organs and glands vibrate at their own signature vibration. Okay, so if we have an abundance of low vibration trapped emotion frequencies in our system, or if an animal does, because animals go through trauma just like we do, it weakens the organs and glands and they don't work effectively. Now, I'm going to leave you with this. How many people do you know that have had gallbladder removed, uh, knees replaced, hips replaced, things like that. It's because there's too much junk in the trunk. We can work through that. If you get to a holistic practitioner, especially somebody that's using the Emotion Code Body Code, you'll see a shift. Okay, so that was just a brief synopsis about the Emotion Code Body Code. Now, let me give you a little information about the kinesiology. This work is done with applied kinesiology, and you use magnets and intention. So here's a magnet. You can use the magnet. We're using the governing meridian, which starts here between the nose and lip, goes up over the crown and down the full length of your spine to the base. Okay, that's called the governing meridian. It's the largest one in your body, and that's the one we use when we find what's going on in your system after we've connected with your subconscious. Your subconscious is directing. It's showing us the way, kind of a path, where to go. Okay, and we use these to release because they're very powerful. Powerful as far as intention. So if we set the intention, magnets are very strong carriers of intention. Or fingertips. Okay, your fingertips, same thing. So we can do it this way too, with just the fingertips. Very powerful. They're magnetized. I don't know if you knew that. So little information there. So let me just give you a little insight about the applied kinesiology that we work with this tool. It was developed by another chiropractor, believe it or not, Dr. George Goodhart. This was back in 1964. So this is not new. This was developed in 64. Dr. Bradley Nelson's been doing this probably 25, 30 years. So neither one of these are new work, okay? Just so you have an understanding. This popular diagnostic and therapeutic system was taught to his fellow chiropractors and fellow healthcare practitioners. So anybody that was interested, he was teaching it. This is many years ago. So many of the components in this method were actually developed and discovered by serendipity and observation, believe it or not. And isn't that how it normally works? By accident, not even trying, and oh my God, I just fell into this. This is amazing, and this works. He discovered that the strength or weakness of every muscle was connected to the health or lack of health of a specific corresponding organ. So it was amazing. The International College of Applied Kinesiology was founded in 1975 to provide instruction on his research to interested healthcare professionals. He also authored many, many books, and he lectured everywhere. He was the first chiropractor that was appointed to the U.S. Olympic Sports Medicine Committee in 1980 for the Lake Placid Games. Pretty interesting. I thought that was pretty cool. He was also nominated in 1988 for the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian award bestowed by the president on behalf of the nation. He was also featured in Time magazine as a new breed of healers. This was back in 2001. Now, Dr. George Goodhart, he was the founder of Applied Kinesiology. He did pass away in 2008 at the age of 89, but he was just an amazing man. So that's how we are using this tool called the Emotion Code Body Code. We're using Applied Kinesiology. So let me just give you a little insight here. Let me just give you a couple of testimonials. I think that you'll find them fascinating. These are on my website. And then I'll do a body evaluation if anybody wants to step up, or if you want to email me, I would be happy to do it privately, and I'll just email it to you, okay? Again, if you do that, when you email me, I just need your body weight and age. So here's one testimonial that someone left me. Hi, Cheryl. I was feeling overwhelmed with negativity in all areas of my life. When I reached out to you, my life changed. The negativity I was feeling is gone. I feel peaceful and happy. I will always be grateful for our paths crossing. The work you do with the Emotion Code Body Code and mediumship clearings is amazing. Now, this individual had, some things going on with her and family, and they needed entities released. So I also did that. So I don't know if you're familiar with that, but entities are just low vibration beings, lower than our own, but they can get attached to us, okay? for many different reasons, a slew of different reasons. And what they do is they drain our energy, okay, which is not a good thing. You want them removed. So I removed an entity from a family member of hers. So that was back in August last summer. So here's another one. Hi, Cheryl. What a supportive, uplifting email I just got from you. So nice. Thank you. I'm looking forward to continued work with you and the emotion code. I will get my sessions booked shortly. And that was last summer. Okay, let's see if I got another one here. Hi, Cheryl. After releasing flu frequencies yesterday, I feel much better today. I just realized my sense of smell is back to 100%. It hasn't been above 30% for 20 to 30 years. This is so cool. Thank you so much, Joe. Okay, let's continue. Sometimes they leave a date, a month. Sometimes they leave a name. Okay, I'm going to leave you one more. Let's see, maybe two more. Let's see what we got. Hi, Cheryl. Every time you use emotion code, I feel lighter. Over the weekend, I felt it helped me do what was right for me more than having to justify a reason. I definitely felt a difference. I could feel it the first time you did a session on me because I always put myself last. I started putting myself forward. So over the weekend, I really needed that energy. And it helped because we were supposed to go to a function and I just didn't feel up to it. I didn't want to go. And I actually told my husband, you go by yourself. And he was fine with it. He didn't give me an argument, but I stood up for myself instead of just dragging myself along, doing something I didn't really want to do. So this is really helping with my self-esteem. Thank you so much, June. Okay, so one more. Let me leave you with one more. Cheryl, the first time you worked on me using the emotion code, I had been experiencing vertigo, splitting headache, and a sinus issue. Within that session, the vertigo and headache went away. My eyes started watering and my nasal congestion started to drain, just like that. So I just want to say thank you so much for the work that you're doing. So there you have it. There's a few testimonials there for you. So now, if anybody is interested, I'm going to just shoot this up there for a second too. This is my book. I came out with this 3 years ago, A Change in Perception. Very fascinating. There is a chapter in here on the emotion code. You can read that. But there's many, many things in here that you'll find fascinating because I am clairaudient, so I hear my spirit team. I see orbs. And I just thought, you know what? Let me just show you a couple of pages in here with some orbs that I had done. I do events everywhere. I was doing events for a while, up and down New England, everywhere. And there's orbs right here. There's a huge one at an event. Believe it or not, that was in my living room. It looked like it was snowing in the house. It was crazy. And then there's some more. I was doing crystal ball events back in the day, and here's an orb right here. So I just thought I would just show you the book. You can read an excerpt from my book if you like in my website, energyworkstudio.com. If you like it, you can order it from there as well. Okay, so, well, that was kind of fun. So let's see if I can see what's going on here. Let me just see if I can pull this up on my computer. I will do a body evaluation. If someone is interested, I will do that. And this is what it looks like. So let me just show you. It is what I'm going to be checking. If anybody's interested and you want to step up, again, I'm doing this randomly. I know I'm not advertising. I'm not letting people know when I'm coming on. I'm just doing it random for now. But I will at some point. I'm going to check your immune system to see if it's working or functioning at 100% capacity. I'm going to check the brain messages that are reaching your organs and glands, see if that's functioning at 100% capacity. If it isn't, using applied kinesiology, what is it? What's the percent? Okay? I'm going to do the same thing with your heart. what's the percent of messages actually reaching your body tissue? And I'll get that. I'll also go check your light score, and that's down here. You can't see it, but it's the same thing. It's the percentage. So I'm going to ask, is it functioning at 100% capacity? If it isn't, what is it? And I will check with, again, applied kinesiology. So applied kinesiology, there's many different ways of using it. You can use a person's arm. And if I'm at a lecture somewhere on a podium, I will use somebody's arm, and I will use one or the other, left or right, whatever their dominant arm is. And I will ask them a question after I tune into their subconscious, a yes, no question. If it's a yes answer, it will stay solid. Just stay really locked. If it's a no answer, the arm will not be able to hold it, and it'll just drop away. Okay, same thing, we can do different positions with hands. I happen to use the ring locks. Okay, so this is yes, holds the ring. If it's a no, it slides through. When it can't hold it, just like the arm, it drops. Can't hold it. This is a no. Okay? I use that, and it's called the ring locks. So let's just see what we're doing here. If anybody is interested, I'm going to also show you the back side of this. There's 30 organs and glands that I check in your system. If they're imbalanced, blocked, or stressed, 30 of them. And if any of them are, I'm gonna make a notation in red. That way you'll know, it denotes what's what. Do the same thing with the 7 chakras. I'm gonna test each one of the 7, see if any of them are imbalanced, blocked, or stressed using muscle testing. So as we continue, let's see. There we go. Okay. Let me just see if I can put a little note in here. See if there's anybody here. Hi, hi, hi. Okay. As we continue, let me just show you how this works. All right. So I'm gonna do something on myself just to see if I can just at least show you how this works. So I did this the other day, and I use the immune system, brain percent, and heart percent. So let's do something a little bit different. I'll check my electrolytes and see if any of the electrolytes are off. Now the electrolytes are right here. Okay, you can see them right here. Okay, so if these are off, in other words, off, if they're not in this range, so this needs to be in this range. This needs to be in this range. If it's not, I will put it in red, and that will denote that it's imbalanced or too low. Okay, so let's check it out. Let's try it. Sodium level, I'll start with that. And I have connected to my own subconscious higher self, but I'll show you how I do this. And this is exactly the same process I do with a client. So if I'm connecting with Joe Smith, I'm going to ask Divine Source Council, creator of all it is, to come through my heart center to my subconscious higher self with discernment and knowledge as we continue to work together from the higher realms, the upper heavens, 100% love light frequencies. As we continue, I'm asking to connect now with Joe Smith's subconscious higher self. And that's how I would do it. And I just keep doing this until I make the connection. So let's just see. I'll connect to my own subconscious higher self, lovingly, connecting. I'm asking permission to connect to my subconscious higher self. Connected. I have baseline connection now to my own subconscious, and there's your yes. Okay, solid lock. Okay, first up, sodium level. Is my sodium level within range? Yes. Okay, we got a yes. All right, chloride level. Is it within range? Yes. Is my potassium level within range? Yes. Okay, calcium. My calcium level, is that within range? Oh, and we're getting a no. So let's just see what's happening here. Calcium should be between 8.6 and 10.3. So let me just circle this so you can see it. All right. Right here. Calcium right here. And I circled it. Calcium level. This is the level it should be. That's the range right in here. These are the numbers. So I'm going to ask. Okay, so since it's not, where is it? So the lowest it is right now is 8.6. So it's clearly below that. So let's just see where it is. Is it 8.5? 8.4? See, it's saying a no. So I just keep going until I get a yes. 8.3, 2, 1. It's 8.1 right now. So I'm going to make that a note. And that is what I would put in the description here for you. 8.1. And I would put it in red. That way you know it's below range. Okay, so let's keep going. My B12 level. Now the B12 level, and I have it highlighted here. See, it's in green here. It's in big print. And I do that particularly so that people can see it when I'm doing this online. The range is quite a big range. It's between 190 and 950 picograms. Okay, so let's just see where it is. Is it within range? So I'm going to check my B12 level. Let's start. Is it at least 190? Yes, that's at the very bottom. So let's just see where we're going from here. Is it 195? I'm going to just keep going until I get a yes. 200, 205, 210, 215, 220, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's at 240 right now, and that's too low. Okay, so let's put this down. B12, 240. Okay, so now 240 is too low. And the reason I say that is because even though the range is between 190 and 950 picograms, if it's between 200 and 300, you're borderline anemic or possible thyroid issue. So mine's at 240, so it's just shy of 300. So I could be borderline anemic because I'm always testing my organs and glands and so on and so forth. So I know there's nothing up with the thyroid, but I could be anemic. So, and my B12 is a little bit low, so calcium level rather is a little bit low. So things are being triggered. If something is off, then something else will be triggered. So just so you have an understanding how that is. So right now my B12 level is too low. So I'm going to be working on that. Vitamin D, is that within range? Yes. My pH balance, let's see where that is. You want your pH balance to be more alkaline than acidic. Acidic is too low, and Cancer has a field day with an acidic body. So neutral zone is 7.1. So let's just ask, is my, where was I? pH balance, is it at least 7.0? Yes. Okay, let's see where it is. 7, 1, 2, 3. 7.3, so that's good. That's a good range. You want it to be at least, 7.3 or above. Okay, 7.0 is neutral. You don't really want to stay in neutral. You really want it up over that. Okay, so let's just ask, is my system at this moment in time dehydrated? No, we're getting a no. Okay, so my light score ratio, again, that's like the top 3. Is it functioning at 100% capacity? It is. So I have 100% light energy floating through me. And we live in a duality. So all that means is there's more light energy than dark. Okay. I mean, dark energy we can have in our system simply through some simple things like negative thinking, being around negative people. It can drag your energy field down. So it's very simple for that to come down. But I do a tremendous amount of energetic work on my system all the time. So I make sure that I work on that. Okay, so let's just check some of these organs. I'll just check 2 or 3 of them just to give you an idea because I don't want this to go over 30 minutes. So organs and glands. Let's just see if there's any imbalances, blocks, or stress. So I'll do the first 3. Hypothalamus gland. Is it imbalanced, blocked, stressed? Nope. Kidneys, imbalanced, blocked, stressed? Nope. Lungs, imbalanced, blocked, stressed? Nope. So you can see I will be doing the exact same process for you for all 30. And then I will do the same for the 7 chakras. All right, so that is it. There you go. So if in the future I will come back when I find people just kind of realizing that I'm on here live and they jump on, I'll start coming in more often and letting you know that I'll be here, okay? But for now, I'm just going to do it randomly because I've been super busy, so I haven't had a chance to really put a timeline on when I can be available. But that's okay. Just keep an eye out. I will be back. In the meantime, I hope that you found this fascinating. I hope you found it interesting and helpful, useful. In the meantime, if you do want a body evaluation with me, I'll send you the transcript. Just email me, energy4522@gmail.com, and leave me your body weight and age. I'll send it along. All right? You take care, everybody. Keep that smile. Talk to you again soon. Bye for now.